Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of the Nin-Cast here on the TheLSENetwork. Today's topic is the Nintendo Direct Mini, January 11th, 2018. Was it good or was it bad? What was the hype like up to the release? We discuss all this and more right here on the Nin-Cast. Hello everyone, this is another episode of the Nin-Cast here on the TheLSENetwork. I'm Logan589XP, and today I'll be joined by SacredFroakie.
Hey guys.
And today we're going to be discussing the Nintendo Direct Mini that just happened today. So, this was definitely a very interesting one, simply because the hype was kind of like way too high because of Nintendo and their troll tweets.
Yeah,
but
everyone was like going insane. Chibi Robo was on fire. Just insane.
There was the parrot thing.
These were hot dogs. I mean,
oh yeah, that! I forgot about that. What did that have to do with anything? That had nothing to do with anything.
I don't know, it's just random.
I mean, technically the Chibi Robo, well, no, because the Chibi Robo, like we'll talk about that whole thing later, but, anyways. So yeah, now the reason why this is interesting is because I knew going into this that people are going to be disappointed because of all the hype, but surprisingly, most people seem to be happy with this Direct, so that's a good thing. We got some solid
people need to realize that Nintendo they aren't gonna put all their eggs in one basket this early on. They want to build up hype. This was just spring, and wow, there was a couple like summer titles, but those weren't first party. I bet all the games that were shown by Nintendo are gonna be released by June, which is the beginning of summer.
Yeah, like we don't like so yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and get started here. We're gonna go in order according to this listing on Nintendo's website. So we're gonna start off with a game that we're not really familiar with at all. I know that it exists. I knew that it existed beforehand, but I don't really know that much about it. So don't shoot us. We're not like into this game or anything. But of course, it's something that is big and it does matter. So we're gonna talk about it. And that is that he announced a remake of The World Ends With You, which is a game that's made by Square Enix, specifically by Tetsuya Nomura, the guy that's behind the Kingdom Hearts games and some of the Final Fantasy games as well. And yeah, it came out on the DS back in 2008, and according to Nintendo themselves, it's going to come out in the US exactly 10 years after it came out before, so yeah, 10-year anniversary cool, kind of thing. Well, they didn't give a release date, but I don't know when it came out in Japan or whatever. I don't know what that is, but point is, it's coming out 2018, and yeah. And the reason why a lot of people, I know there's like for example, Rogers Base is a big fan of that game. There's a lot of people out there. Etika? I don't think I've ever seen
Etika said this is his stuff back in 20.
Oh yeah, I do remember seeing that tweet. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, this is a game that a lot of people probably haven't heard of, but the people that have played it love it. So obviously,
honestly, it makes me wonder if I really should play this game. But
it's one of those games that I'm sure I would not regret buying. I'm sure I would enjoy it. It's simply the matter of, well, why should I spend $60 on a game I don't know if I'm gonna like when I can spend $60 on a game I know I'm gonna like?
Yeah, like Dark Souls.
Well, this way to spoil the thing there.
Well, we all know it exists. We're just giving our thoughts and opinions on
anyways.
What was revealed.
So yeah, The World Ends With You, it's coming out this year. There's definitely a lot of people that are excited about it, and one of the reasons why people are also excited about it is because people are kind of under the idea that if everyone buys this game, that might convince Square to bring over Kingdom Hearts 3, or just Kingdom Hearts in general. So I mean, that's definitely possible. I mean, the Kingdom Hearts remakes should be on the Switch by default. I mean,
yes.
Heck, they should be on the Xbox One and PC for all. I mean, they should be on everything. There's no reason not to. But basically, yeah.
Wait, are the Kingdom Hearts games made in Unreal Engine?
The Kingdom Hearts 3 is being made on an Unreal Engine 4.
Dang! That means it's a push of a button to port it to the Switch. Practically.
Well, it'll be a lot easier at the very least if they wanted to port it.
Dude, it might be possible. E3, we get that. Oh my!
I mean, it is supposed to come out this year.
Man. He's gonna be hyped.
Wait, what?
Said, imagine Actually, no. This is something that we talk about way later on. We're talking about this right, not what's gonna happen in the future.
Okay, well, I guess okay. Bottom of the line is, yeah, World Ends With You coming out sometime this year. I know that's something that a lot of people care about.
Isn't it like an action rhythm game?
That's what I've heard people say. I don't really know specifically.
I mean, like, from the gameplay, I really couldn't decipher what it is. But I've heard it has a good story, and the game's fun, so for those that are interested in it,
yeah.
Well, you got it.
Yeah, so,
okay,
yeah, World Ends With You. So, next up is something that I actually wasn't even sure was going to happen because it didn't happen for Mario Kart, but hey, if it's happening, it's happening.
You said, this is what you said. You said if there isn't DLC at this Direct for Pokken, you said that it's not getting new content. Well, here it is. So,
wait, what? Okay, what you just said doesn't make sense. If the game doesn't get DLC, it won't get new content. DLC is new content. It doesn't even make sense.
I know, but like, if it's this is its last chance, basically.
No, I said that for Mario Kart. Like this was like, so yeah, like basically, this was like, in my opinion, the last chance at us getting Mario Kart DLC, and it didn't happen. So that game is probably done, and we're just gonna have to wait till Mario Kart 9 or whatever. But anyways, back to Pokken. So yeah, Pokken's a game I kind of thought was just, you know, it was like a one and done, where, you know, kind of like Mario Kart was like it just came out and then, you know, that was it. But no, I guess they're actually gonna support the game for some length of time.
I don't remember exactly what they added, but an update, they added like group matches and stuff.
Yeah, that was like an update that came out recently.
Yes, so like they are updating the game, and this DLC, they're coming out with 2 waves, which will come with one support set for each, and 1 battle for each, 1 character for each.
They're also going to include new outfits and more, quote unquote. We don't know what that more is yet, though.
Every time they say more, it's just they don't have anything else to say, so they just say more to make it sound better.
That's true.
But the only problem I have with this, we're going to talk about the characters and crap, but $15, really? Come on now.
I mean, the Mario Kart stuff was like 13 or whatever.
Yeah, but you're getting. I mean, in my opinion, it should be $5
more for that money in Mario Kart than you would be in this.
Yeah, you're not getting much content, even though it's cool content. It's not a lot.
I mean,
especially because this is supposed to be the definitive version. So what's up with that? But whatever. Let's just talk about Wave 1. On January 31st, there will be Age Slash, which is a unique pick. So Gen 6 Pokemon. And cool Pokemon. And the support set will be Mega Rayquaza, or Rayquaza, whatever you want to pronounce it, which is interesting. And also Mimikyu. So it's an interesting support set. And that's overall, I mean, Wave 1 is really good. And then, what's the exact date for Wave 2 again?
What?
You know what the exact date for Wave 2 is?
Let me look. I know it's March something.
Yeah, it's like March 23rd or something, I believe.
Wasn't that like a different game? Wasn't that like Kirby? Which we'll talk about in a second.
Kirby's March 16th.
It is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Fast forwarding, trying to find it. March 23rd. Yeah, it's March 23rd for Wave 2.
Okay, and so in Wave 2, you get Blastoise, and I know Ethan, you'll get his thoughts about this direct soon, but he's not a fan of Blastoise. I think that's cool. I really like Blastoise, but if this is the last DLC we get, I'm gonna be sad because Greninja is not in this. But you know, Blastoise is awesome, and the support set for this is Mew and Celebi. We didn't really get to see Blastoise in action, but they are kind of overdoing the water starters. We got Napoleon, Blastoise, and
even though you want Greninja.
Well, Greninja's Greninja.
I know. I'm just saying he is yeah.
I mean, I don't want them to make a bunch of starters, though. And why is Breaks in this game? No offense. Okay, let's just move on to Kirby.
Wait. There's one that you forgot the Like, see how there's like Blastoise and there's also a Mewtwo, Mew and Sylvie like the support.
No. Yeah, they said that.
Oh, I didn't hear you. So, yeah, that's coming out. Yeah, first pack January, second pack March, and that's all we know for now. Maybe there'll be more. We'll know. But we'll see.
You know about the Kirby? Like, I don't even really know like what they even showed off.
They showed off a new ability that it's kind of like an ability. It's like the painting thing from Kirby 64.
Oh yeah, and the spider one, like where you. Like, yeah, I mean, I know nothing about Kirby, so I'm not really good talking about this.
I don't remember a spider one.
I do.
I'm looking through it right now, and I'm trying to find it.
There's like where you wrap your enemies around in spider webs. It might be on, actually.
I see the one that lets you throw people. I see the friend train. Yeah. Hey, look, another game where the hype train is actually a real thing in the video game. Yay, or whatever. Yeah,
friend train, you said?
Well, I mean, it's called the friend train. That's like something you can do with like 4 people. You can like make like a train or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like they revealed like 5 abilities, but the one I could think of the most is the one that's from Kirby 64, where you can draw sprites from like Kirby Superstar and they can like attack stuff.
Yep.
That looks pretty cool.
I don't really know what you're saying, honestly, so, because I know nothing about Kirby.
I mean, I don't really know a ton about Kirby either, but...
Oh, wait, something that I can talk about is Kirby Star Allies. It's releasing March 16th, and that's really good, I think. That's a great release date. Getting a big game, quote-unquote big game.
Well, it's one of Nintendo's, like, B series. If you think about it.
So
I mean, it's still big, just not like, you know, Mario or Zelda or Pokemon.
Yeah, so it's a title that people can play over spring break if they want. You want to move on, or do you have any last thoughts about it?
I think there's one more thing about Kirby. Okay, what was it? Oh yeah, like one thing that was also kind of notable was in Return to Dreamlight you could actually play as Meta Knight. But in this one, I don't think you can because there's like a section where like, it shows you like fighting Meta Knight. So I think Meta Knight's a boss in this one. Oh, and just another kind of thing. I know RoboBot had this too, but there's like these like really neat-looking CG cutscenes apparently. They were in RoboBot, I remember. But like, yeah, because like, they show like a little CG thingy at the end of the thing for Star Allies. But yeah, so Star Allies is March 16th, and yeah, looks neat. And yeah, March 16th. Okay, moving on.
This is something I'm most hyped about.
This is the thing that
I honestly don't know.
I mean, this is the thing that is probably the highlight for me, even though it's a port.
I'm hyped about this one. Okay, the ultimate version, Hyrule Warriors. It includes all the content from the Wii U and 3DS, so wow. That's amazing. And guess what? I never touched Hyrule. I almost said Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, now that I'm gonna keep mixing up the name, but yeah, I'm so excited to play Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. It's gonna be really good. But as you are the one that has played the game, let's hear your opinion.
Yeah, so I mean, see, I had Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U. I didn't buy it on the 3DS, but I did have it on Wii U, and I bought like the first wave of DLC. But when they started doing DLC for Legends and they released it on the Wii U, they didn't include the stages, so I didn't buy it on the Wii U version. But so obviously this is exciting for me because that means I get to play all that stuff that was in the 3DS version. So that's pretty cool. And I'm also a big fan of this game. It's one of my favorite games on the Wii U that wasn't ported yet, but I mean now it's getting ported, so that's one more game the Wii U loses, and there's even more that we'll talk about later. But so
wait,
yeah,
what's that date again?
For this?
In Japan, it's like March 22nd.
Yeah, in Japan, Hyrule Warriors is March 22nd or 23rd. It's one of those two. And there's no date for the US yet. It's just spring 2018. But it'll probably be April because Hyrule Warriors, originally, when it came out on the Wii U, it came out in August. Then it came out in September for the West. And for Fire Emblem Warriors, it came out in September for Japan, and then the West it was October. So it'll probably be April.
Odyssey.
I still don't like that they did that. That was like a suicide move for that game. But yeah, so I mean, there's not a ton to say about this aside that it's got all the content, like all of the content, maps and modes, everything from the Wii U and 3DS versions in one package. Plus, they also added the Breath of the Wild outfits for Link and Zelda, so that's kind of neat. So yeah, there's not too much to say about it. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. So yeah,
Hyrule Warriors, everything, good content. But this is probably one of the bigger announcements. A fully new game. Mario Tennis Aces. Oh, good. This finally we can get a good sports title, Mario sports title. When has been the last good one we've had? Like,
I mean, that kind of depends on your opinion. I mean, the last one that I think, because I've never really played any of the Mario sports games, but the last one I heard of that had positive reception was like maybe Mario Sports Mix or something like that. I don't really remember. I'm just like thinking off top
I
of
didn't really like that one, but Mario Sluggers, Super Sluggers was like the best. I know that's baseball, but like, dude, this one is supposed to have a story.
Well, it's story mode anyway. Quote unquote story mode. You know, as much as a story as a Mario Tennis game could have.
Well, at least it has more than just crappy modes like Ultra Crap has. Or Ultra Trash. Can't say Ultra Crap because that's what I say for Ultra Moon. Ultra Moon. But, yeah, Ultra Trash was really bad, and this looks like it can, like the level design, the stages look beautiful. Like
there's this one jungle level in the trailer that looks like it's being rendered on like a 4K, no, not 4K. It looks like it's being rendered on like a GTX 1080 Ti or something. It's like, I don't know why. It just looks like it's much higher quality than you would expect from a Mario Tennis game. Is this one specific area, but like the grass, it looks like it's right off of like a game you'd see on like PC with the settings maxed out. I mean, I'm sure people are gonna be like, "Whoa, it looks like garbage or something," but I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. That one particular second, I mean, the game overall looks pretty good, but I mean, like, that one jungle level looked like really, really
beautiful. Looked like 4K.
Like, surprisingly good, which is really weird for a Mario Tennis game, but hey, I'm not complaining. And you can just tell by the footage that this game has a lot more effort put into it than Ultra Smash ever did. That's for sure.
Ultra Trash was just put out a game at the end of holiday 2015.
Same for Amiibo Festival. Basically.
Amiibo Trash.
All those games were basically just there to fill the time gap.
Yep. I think we should move on to a game I really don't.
Oh wait, just one last thing. There's like the story mode is like a map you can like walk across or whatever, and also the game comes out spring 2018.
Yes.
Okay, moving on now.
Okay, now the next one is isn't that
this one
is 8?
I don't know how you pronounce it. I know nothing about this other than I know people want it. So I don't really have anything to
I've
say.
never heard of it, and it looks like Xenoblade.
When I first saw it, I was like, was this like Xenoblade and Monster Hunter? That's kind of what it looked like to me.
Yeah, it does look like Xenoblade Monster Hunter, like, mix.
But yeah.
Really, honestly, we don't know what to talk about this, because
we don't really know what to say about this one other than it's coming out in summer 2018. So, you know, if you're excited for it, then good for you. We're not really interested. We don't really have anything to say. So, you know, let's move on to the next one.
I'm so disappointed about this one.
Even though I think you're a bit overreacting, but you know, whatever.
It's stupid. Like, really? Like, you're just gonna tease us like that, Nintendo?
Hey, but the fact that they're teasing us means that something must be happening.
Like, all they had to do to make me happy about this was make Luigi playable. Obviously, we're talking about the new Odyssey update. Luigi's Balloon World. Stupid name. I thought it was a new kingdom before I watched the trailer, by the way, because it's like, ooh, a new kingdom where we get to play as Luigi? Awesome! But no, I watched the trailer and it's freaking hide and seek with Balloon. Stupid. Like, really? It's free, so I can't really talk crap, but it's stupid, honestly.
I know that one thing that Nintendo mentioned is how it's something that like speedrunners would do, and I'm sure that's because I mean, Odyssey has kind of been like one of those games that everyone's kind of been speedrunning. And I have heard about like the races, people have like done speedruns of that and whatnot. So I mean, like, I'm sure this is something that the speedrunning community is gonna have a blast with, but it's something that we're not really all that interested in. You know, it's cool, it's there, it's free, but you know, it's not all
it adds an extra 10 minutes of gameplay. It's pretty cool.
I mean, I'll definitely try it out, but you know, it's nothing huge, at least in my opinion. Now, actually, the thing I'm more excited about in this update is the new outfits, specifically.
It's basically teased.
So they're adding they're adding like the outfit with like the sunglasses that's from Sunshine. They're adding are they adding like another like fedora type one or whatever? Like, I don't remember what it's called.
It was a musician outfit.
Yeah, it looks like the one you already can get in New Dawn City.
And then Dark Souls Mario.
Yeah, the Dark Souls one, basically. It's called like Night something, but you know, the Dark Souls outfit. Yeah, it's the Dark Souls.
Hopefully these outfits resemble the future of Odyssey DLC.
No, because like, I mean, before we kind of already knew that like Isle Delfino could be possible because it was on like the world map or whatever for like the one that Nintendo made. Yeah, like, it was like in the corner. But like now that they're like teasing us with like putting the sunshine thing as an outfit, like with like the shine sprites on like the thing and everything, it's like, come on Nintendo, give us the Isle Delfino DLC and we'll be happy.
Yeah.
Just give us that. I don't care about Luigi, just give me Isle Delfino. Just give me Isle Delfino. That's all I need.
Okay, so
yeah, that's February. So.
Okay, so the next one is.
Oh wait, one last thing, just like really quick thing. Oh yeah, I know you probably don't care about this, so I'm gonna mention it because it was in there. They're gonna add like more filters and stuff like that. Like, there's like a neon filter and like the gold coin filter. So yeah, there's just filters in the update too. But anyways, yeah, moving on now.
Okay, so the next game is called Waifu Fighters, aka Face Off and SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy, and this is just it's just waifu fighters basically.
I mean, it's kind of what the game seems like it's going for. But
I really don't even know what to talk about. It's a fighter.
I mean, it's SNK. I know nothing about SNK Fire. I know that SNK is like one of those like big fighting game companies, kind of like Capcom and Bandai Namco, although on maybe even a bigger level than that. So I don't really know what to say other than it's coming. Also, in attachment to that, they're releasing another Arcade Archive SNK game today.
Yep.
So
no one's gonna play it though. Oh wait, we forgot to mention something.
What?
Kirby Battle Royale demo's out today.
Which we already knew about. Oh, actually, Dragon Quest Builders demo, which I actually haven't tried yet. I need to download that. I need to download.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it because
I'll probably play it after we're done recording this.
Logan, this may be the game. Maybe if we play this demo, we'll be like, holy crap, we need to get this game. It's better than Minecraft.
I mean, who knows? I mean, it's a game I totally would be fine with getting if I like it. But,
yeah, I don't know. I hope I enjoy the demo. As always, I want to get games. It's just I don't want to be disappointed by the game. So that's why I don't get a lot of different kinds of games.
Okay,
but
so
let's move on. Really, there's not much you can talk about this, but Fire Plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle got a new character. And
we basically just saw a CG trailer, and that's basically it.
No, I think that's actually a cutscene that will be in the deal.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool. I actually really like the trailer, though. I thought it was one of the cooler parts in the direct. DK, my dude.
DK punches Rabbid Peach at the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, DK's coming. It's gonna be a part of like the DLC pack that's coming out in like spring or whatever. We don't.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. The DLC makes me actually considering purchasing the DLC. So I mean, I'm not gonna get it until I hear if it's good because I don't want to make the same mistake I made in Breath of the Wild.
Same mistake.
Even though I would not make anyways.
What?
Breath of the Wild's DLC was not that good, if I'm being honest. I don't
really?
Like it didn't give us what they promised. They said new story.
Well, no, I don't know if they never said new story. They said new story content.
Which
is the same thing they're saying with Xenoblade, by the way.
No, they said a new original story. I remember that in quote.
You sure
they said a new.
That?
Yes.
Well, that's certainly
we can't be talking about Zelda.
Yeah, nothing about that, so.
Well, I mean, it does have something to do with Direct, but not main series. Okay, let's move on to something that I really don't care about, if I'm being honest.
We're just gonna kind of skim through this, but yeah, so Payday 2 was announced a long time ago to come to Switch. It's finally got.
And wait, can I say when it releases? It releases on Pokemon's birthday, February 27th.
Maybe we'll get a Pokemon Direct then. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, so.
Wait, it makes sense because Pokemon gets the money, and isn't Payday 2 where you get a bunch of money?
Yeah, it's like a heist game.
Yeah, so okay, next game.
Wait, there's one quick. I know you don't care about Payday 2, but there's one thing we didn't.
There's a new character, that's all.
Oh, and it's timed exclusive to the Switch. Okay, yeah, moving on.
Wait, Payday 2 isn't on other systems?
No, it's on other systems, but like the new character is timed exclusive to the Switch.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, moving on then.
Okay, the next games are both from EA, correct? I don't want to be wrong about that.
No, the first one's EA. Well, the first one's not even an EA game, it's just being published by EA.
Okay, so yeah, it's Faye. So.
The game that leaked the Direct in the first place.
Yeah, so we can thank Faye. And also, Faye's, Faye's an interesting game. It's like this nature platformer. It's really unique, honestly. If it had a physical release, I'd be interested in buying it, but digital only, so it automatically is out the window.
I mean, it looks like an interesting game. I mean, it's not a game I would buy, but it looks interesting. I'll give it that.
Yeah, but the next game, it looks really cool.
You know what's interesting about the next game? When I saw the part where they did the little dash thing, I immediately thought Mighty Number 9. The little dash thing your character can do. I mean, it looks. I mean, I know it's just one little element, but I've just kind of found that funny.
Yeah, okay, but I really think it's a challenging platformer. And you can make it easier if you suck at the game, but I think it looks really fun. I love the design of it.
They mentioned how there's a way, there's an invincible mode. I think they said that.
Yeah, but you would want to do that. That takes the whole fun of the game.
Speedrunning, that's why.
Yeah, but that's not. People would talk crap about them for speedrunning like that. I'm pretty sure.
I'm just saying it.
What?
The idea of speedrunning is to get through the game as fast as possible. So, well, at least
but
any
there's
percent
different rules for
anyway.
speedrunning.
Yeah, no, there's any percent, then there's 100%. Basically, that's like the general thing, anyway. But see, like, wait, wasn't Faye Summer?
I don't remember what they said.
I'll look really quick.
Actually, Slash release is this month, if I'm not mistaken. So,
yeah,
but I don't know about Faye.
Okay, so Faye is February 16th, and then Celeste is January 25th.
Okay, that's actually pretty close for both those games. Okay, I want to talk about this next one. So the funkiest Kong is coming to the Switch.
You know what's funny? Wait, really quickly.
Hey, you just messed up my little thing.
Sorry, I just want to say one really quick thing. I haven't mentioned this at all, but I think it's just I think it's the only reason why this is a thing. Actually no, say your thing first.
The funkiest Kong coming to the Switch. Funky Kong. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze coming to the Switch with the new funky mode.
So yeah, now the first thing that, of course, a lot of people were kind of like annoyed by is the fact that it wasn't both Returns and Tropical Freeze. It was just Tropical Freeze, but I mean, I'll take that, I guess.
Hey, but we get the funky mode, and this is what Retro's been spinning. This is
this is Retro's secret project behind the Now, the thing I find interesting is the fact that they chose Funky Kong to add, and because like you know what people you know the whole joke about how like hey who's Captain Falcon? Oh, he's that guy from Smash, right? And, the whole the obscure characters no one knows about outside of like a one game. People are gonna see Funky Kong and they'll be like, hey look, it's Funky Kong from Mario Kart Wii. That's gonna be literally everyone. No one's gonna remember that this guy's from an actual Donkey Kong game. They're thinking, hey look, it's the guy from Mario Kart Wii. That's gonna be literally everyone. I'm calling it now.
I remember him from Mario Super Sluggers first.
I mean, I know him, and a lot of people know him because of Mario Kart Wii. I know he was in Donkey Kong 64, but like Mario Kart Wii is probably the one everyone knows him from.
I know him from Super Sluggers.
So yeah, I just kind of find, I would always wonder if they put him as like, oh, what's a Kong that everyone would recognize? Oh yeah, Funky Kong. Everyone knows Funky Kong. Let's put him in there. It was kind of funny. A lot of people apparently complained about Funky Kong being like overused in OP and Mario Kart Wii, which I will agree. Everyone in Mario Kart Wii used Funky Kong like the Flame Rider. Like literally everyone used that combination online. But now what's interesting about this is that it's kind of following that same path because Funky Kong is basically, yeah, Funky mode is like the mode that you can play him in. And it's basically the easy mode where you have extra hearts and like you have like infinite rolls and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and you can walk on spikes and you take no damage. That's another thing worth pointing out. So it's basically the invincible mode. So it's like, yeah, so another game that Funky Kong's in where he's OP. Yay. But yeah, I mean,
but it's Funky Kong, so it only makes sense. And it's funky mode, so it's very funky. Okay, let's move on to the best announcements in the history of announcements of the
was this spring? Of course.
May 5th.
Oh yeah,
May 4th.
Yeah, Donkey Kong, yeah, it's May 4th. Okay. So yeah, I guess, yeah, it's May 4th. Okay. So yeah,
nice.
So then we got the last game here, one that has been rumored for a long time, but it's finally announced.
Well, not this alone. It was rumored.
But, you know, generally, it was rumored, though.
Yes. Dark Souls Remastered is coming to the Nintendo Switch on May 25th, 2018.
It is now, even though it was announced in the Direct, it will also be coming to other platforms as well, which isn't really a big surprise, but yeah. And just as a note, if anyone's curious, on the Switch it's going to be 1080p 30, on PS4 and Xbox One it'll be 1080p 60, and, quote, on PS4 Pro and Xbox One X it'll be, quote, upscaled 4K, which is weird because why would it be upscaled? It's a remaster, but you know, whatever. Just in case, oh yeah, and yeah, 60 FPS for those as well, but so yeah, Dark Souls Remastered, it's a game, yeah, people have been wanting for a while to come specifically to the Switch, although specifically a collection. People were expecting a collection that would have Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. We didn't get that, but you know, Dark Souls 1 is the one that everyone's heard of, the one everyone's played. It's by far the most popular of the Dark Souls
I haven't played it.
I mean, I haven't either, but like it's the one that everyone's played and it's the one everyone knows about, so it makes sense to remaster that one specifically. So, I mean, oh yeah, and one thing that's cool, even though it probably won't matter to me all that much, is the fact that it's going to be $40 on every system.
Yes,
$40
that's a huge
on
deal.
every
Even
platform.
Nintendo Switch.
So yeah, the Switch tax is no more, basically, for this game anyway.
Well, Sonic Forces was $40 on the Switch too.
Oh yeah, that's true, but I mean, I don't know. But, yeah,
I mean, that game
well, the
was
remaster,
$2.
People would, I mean, with Skyrim was $60 though.
That was overpriced. That's called the Switch tax. It's ridiculous. That game was.
But that game was like, well, it was $60 on.
It wasn't even remastered.
Yeah,
That's
it was.
what's stupid.
Yeah, it was remastered.
No, it only had water textures updated.
It wasn't just water textures, I don't know.
The sky and water, I'm pretty sure. But like the.
I mean, the overall game looks similar, but like it was updated.
It's a little better. It's basically the original version.
I mean, if I remember, I think the Switch version was based on the special edition that came out on PS4 and Xbox One and PC in 2016. So, but yeah. Anyways, enough about that. That's a different thing altogether. So yeah, Dark Souls, $40, 1080p on Switch, May 24th or 25th. Well, which one
March
was it?
25th. I mean, May 25th.
Okay, so yeah, I mean. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's coming. I'm not really all that interested in it, but you know, it's pretty cool that it's coming.
Yeah.
And that basically covers it for the mini direct. So
yes.
I guess just before we go here, I guess like what's like our do we talk about our overall impressions or whatever?
Well, I said I'm overall pretty happy. It's decent. It does the job. It just gives us good update on what's coming in spring, and I can't wait for more details for new games.
I mean, I know some people out there were like, yo, oh, this is the port direct. I mean, it kind of was, but I mean, yeah, you're the one that said that, but I thought I saw it somewhere else too, though. But anyway. But I mean, yeah, I mean, considering it was only like a 15-minute Nintendo Direct Mini, I mean, I thought it was, you know, pretty solid. I don't really have any complaints. I mean, Hyrule Warriors is good enough for me. I mean, we got that. I'm happy with that. That's all I really need. But I mean, it would be cool if they like, I mean, like, well, actually, the two things that were surprising to both of us, well, I guess they were kind of both of us, or just, no, it's kind of weird they weren't here anyway, was the fact that,
Fire Emblem.
yeah, well, Yoshi and Fire Emblem were not here at all, which was pretty weird. I was expecting both of those games to be here. It just kind of made sense.
I expected Fire Emblem to be there, but I guess it was spring focus.
So obviously that confirms that Yoshi and Fire Emblem are gonna be. I'm willing to bet Yoshi is a summer title.
August.
In Fire Emblem will be like September or something like that. That just sounds right.
Expect the direct in March.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have another one in March or April anyway. And then of course another thing that was omitted, of course, was
Pokemon Direct in February.
I mean, well, I don't know if it'd be February. I don't think it'd be February. I think it's
honestly, I think it's this month because remember, like, there's never been another Direct within a month. Like, there's always new Directs within a month of a mini Direct. So if this pattern continues, there's a good chance of a Pokemon Direct.
I don't want people
don't get your hopes up because it could be false. It's just something. It's just a trend that we observe. So.
But I mean, like a Pokemon Direct either way is just something that seems very likely. Because I mean, I was hoping that they would put it in the Direct in the first place.
I knew it wouldn't.
The second we saw it was a mini Direct, I knew it wasn't going to be in it. But like when we thought it was going to be a full Direct that was going to be streamed and everything, I was still kind of thinking, I mean, they probably won't, but they should put it in here. There's no reason not to. But
wait, I'm just curious before we wrap up this video. When they do mini Directs, do they always just do it unannounced and just release it?
I mean, I didn't start watching Directs until late 2014. They haven't done a mini Direct, I think, since 2013. So I wasn't around to really know how that worked.
They did a micro Direct.
Yeah, they did a micro Direct in June 2015. That was also like 15 minutes long.
That's kind of like basically is a mini Direct.
Mini, micro, I mean, they're both small either way.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know if the mini ones were ever announced or not. I'll have to look that up.
Should we talk about like our Nin-Cast ideas? Like what we're going to be doing for this series?
Oh yeah, so well this is something that we're at least talking about. I still don't really know if we could really even do this, to be honest. But I mean, the idea is basically we're thinking like of making this count. I mean, like so if any, well, I'm guessing any of you guys that are watching this are probably from my channel, but so you probably know that obviously the Nin-Cast was like one of the big series on my channel just like the discussions in general. Like ever since I started the channel in like 2015, I've always kind of done these discussions. First as Nintendo Act 8 radio style, then as Nintendo Act 8 radio, and then I changed it to something original so I wouldn't be ripping off Multimedia J. Because I like him, I don't want to rip off his stuff. So I changed the name to the Nin-Cast, and that's what it's been ever since then. But so basically what we've normally done is normally I just do okay, I'm kind of talking too fast here. Okay, so
yes.
So basically, so if we don't count the precursors like the Nintendo Act 8 radio style, whatever, we just talk about the Nin-Cast. From January 2016 to like October 2016, I basically just did a Direct whenever I felt like it. Oh, Direct. A Nin-Cast whenever I felt like it, if there was a topic I wanted to talk about. But ever since like the Switch reveal, I've kind of changed it to where I only do one for like a Direct and stuff like that. Like if there's a Direct or something like that, or E3, I'll do one on that. But we're basically the whole point of all this rambling basically is we're actually talking about making this like a weekly series.
Yes, weekly. Every week. That means we're gonna get 48 videos of the Nin-Cast a year, and it honestly could be even more than that if we want to do. If there's like a multi-part one, because we're just talking so much about E3 or something. But there's gonna be a lot of Nin-Casts. That's basically what we're saying.
So, I mean, obviously we're going to do one if there's anything new on Nintendo, like a Direct or E3 and whatnot. But
yeah, like this one.
Like this one, yeah. These aren't
so,
obviously. But.
Like, say, if there's a Nintendo Direct, Pokemon Direct next week, and if it's on a Tuesday, like, it doesn't really matter. But,
yeah, well, we're obviously going to talk about it, and we're going to have Ethan on here when we do
that Nin-Cast video would be focused on the Pokemon Direct. obviously. And
So-
yeah, definitely Ethan would be there.
So okay, so I guess the basic point is like for the weekly. So here's how it would work. There's the one we do every week that's just kind of like we just talk about whatever we want to talk about that's like new or whatever. And then we just have the ones that happen like, you know, on like a per, you know, scenario basis, like the Nintendo Direct discussions and stuff like that.
But that is the video for that week.
I guess it can
That
be,
is-
but
Cause like, why would it not?
I guess it's a good point. I guess why wouldn't it?
Cause it just not.
It just makes sense to be the direct. The direct. I'm screwing up right now, and I know. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm screwing up my voice.
Honestly, we should just make a whole video on this topic on its own.
Maybe we will. We'll see. But,
The Nin-Cast radio.
the Nin-Cast live.
Nin-Cast,
no
that's such a-
viewers. Okay. The bottom line is we're basically thinking about making this weekly. Is the main point. If you didn't really understand anything we just said, we're basically thinking about making it weekly, on top of, you know, any Nintendo Directs and stuff like that. So I mean, that's something that, you know, we could do. We just gotta have topics to talk about. Is really the thing I'm worried about. We gotta have stuff to talk about. Because there's no point making.
We could talk about eShop releases and third parties. There's a lot of stuff that we can talk about.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, like stuff where I would actually want to make a video on it. I guess it just kind of depends, I guess, on what it is. I don't know. I mean, we don't even have to talk about. We can talk about whatever. It doesn't even have to be gaming for all I care. It can be whatever.
So it could be. So we can talk about turtles.
Turtles. I mean, like, I don't know. There's obviously tons of stuff we could do Nin-Casts on. I mean, we'll just see when we do that. So enough rambling. Point is, weekly series might be a thing. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. So, okay, enough rambling. So, thanks for listening, everyone. If you've made it this far, I hope if you've made it this far, then, you know, thank you. Because
if you made it this far, say. If you made it this far, say Ethan's mic is dead. No, his internet's down actually.
Yeah, I guess you're wondering. Yeah, so Ethan, who is obviously one of the three of the LSENetwork, was unfortunately not able to join us for this discussion because he's having internet problems right now. So, but obviously, if there's a Pokemon Direct in the future, we'll wait for him because he's got to be in that one. No questions asked. But
yeah, we'll make it work.
I mean, we want him to be in all these anyway, but especially for something like Pokemon. But
so before we end that, these videos will release on Fridays.
Or at least that's the plan anyway.
It could change. Remember, this is like, we don't have these details concrete, but honestly, we probably should just wrap up this video.
So yeah, I mean,
I think we talked.
we're gonna think this all out later. You know, nothing's really official necessarily. We're just kind of thinking this out. So yeah, I guess. You know, thanks for watching. This is Logan589XP,
and this is SacredFroakie, and we are signing off. Oh,
yeah,
TheLSENetwork signs out.
Yeah, so we're signing out. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you guys in the next video. See ya.